Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. And the Steve Cannon photo, a high-end nature photographer. First time he's going into predators. As in predators doing their thing. You see the brown wolf down there. You can't, oh yeah, you can see the coyote up there. That was really cool. A portion of the sale does go to Best Friends Animal Society, and a portion of the sale does go to me. Just keeping that out there. Anywho, we do have a couple of things to go over here. We have a lot to go over. We'll start with the Omi and the Grumpy Cat, and then we'll go from there. Just crypto at large, we should probably just do. Let's take a look at what the top 10 are doing. We got Bitcoin up 2.5% over the last 24 hours, about 19% the last 7 days, but 2.5% over the last 24 hours. They were about 1%, XRP up 2%, Solana's down up. All right, so if I were to do this like 12 hours ago, we would have still, everything would have been up like 8-9%. But because we've kind of come down from those highs, it looks like right now, oh, Solana had a bad day. Solana, I think, had a pretty good day. But then we just came down. Yeah, so that's Solana over the last 7 days. So obviously that's the last like day and a half. And we just kind of came down from that, which again is fine. Go and consolidate. I'm not really that huge on Solana. It's just what I saw. Omi, on the other hand, the last 24 hours probably outperforming, but again, the last 24 hours has been a little, yeah, up about 0.2%. Again, if you go over the last 7 days, we had a massive run up the last 2 days, day and a half, and then obviously come back down. Obviously, we're way up from where we were 2 days ago. The volume is okay. The volume, I don't think, ever reached over 850,000. The volume went up and we're just like, hey, let's go. And it's just there's so little liquidity down there. It only takes an extra $100,000 in order for us to go boom, 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 and hit those things. I would say, and there's be aware of like fake news guys, or not just fake news, fake accounts. And so if you have somebody that goes and says, if you have somebody says, oh, hey, nope, where is it? Selling. Yeah, if you have somebody that says, oh, guys, I have inside information telling you that my sources revealed that KuCoin is possibly the next exchange. We will get one major exchange by the end of this year. And you've like never heard of this person before, and this person, if you go back on their timeline, they're clearly lying about things. Just don't listen. That being said, is it impossible for Omi to get on an exchange? No. I mean, they can do that whenever they want. I really don't think they do exchanges until you have, another form of utility such as bronze tickets. I would go and I would say on the bronze ticket level, it's probably going to happen by January, just because Veve is going to that event in France, and it is a crypto event. And I don't think they would go to that crypto event unless they were going to go and have some more utility for Omi. That's just, kind of my opinion there. Could they still do it anyway, even if they don't roll out bronze tickets? Sure. And again, could the opposite happen when they go and they say, hey, bronze tickets they could surprise us. It could come out November, December, etc. I'm sure that as well. Where am I over here? Oh my God, these notifications. Index. Why is Ethereum 15K on the Dow index? That's strange. All right, I'm just going to ignore that for right now. I don't have time for that. And let's take a look at Grumpy. Grumpy was up like 9% yesterday. Let's see where we're at today. Only up 1% from yesterday, but again, we're up about 9% yesterday. We are over that $4 million market cap. We do have one of my newer whales coming in tomorrow to Grumpy Cat. We've done this before. We sold just like, I don't know, like 100 ounces worth of silver, which came out to like 2K. And he just bought more Omi with it, which is fine. And the reason why I advise him to go, and this is like his bread and butter, is buying and selling gold and silver, which is fine, especially gold. Gold, actually goes up. It goes up at an average of 4% per year, at least the last 10 years. But silver, I think, has gone up. If you're going to today, today it has from August of 2013 to today, October 24th of 2023, silver has gone up on average about 1 cent per year per ounce. So, if you bought 100 ounces, which is not a lot, but let's say for simple math, if you bought 100 ounces in 2013, you would have made $1. And that's just if you have, what do you call it? That's if you have, and that's with no fees or anything. Obviously, the fees are much, much greater than that. So yeah, it's not really a good investment to buy silver ever. I mean, and I was the biggest conspiracy theorist when I was younger in like the mid 2000s. All about Alex Jones and the aliens, and they don't want us to have silver because silver, going all through all that because silver supposedly manipulated by JP Morgan. I know there's a shortage of physical silver. There's not enough to go around. Again, I've been hearing that for 15, 20 years, and so I went and I told him, like, hey, listen, if you have a bunch of these, and he has like several 100-ounce bars, I was like, okay, let's go and liquidate some of these. I don't know if he's doing one 100-ounce bar or two 100-ounce bars. A 100-ounce bar, you're probably looking a little over 2K. And two 100-ounce bars, you're looking a little over 4K. So we're doing a 50-30-20 split, where 50% of it's going into Omi, huzzah. 30% of it will be going into Bitcoin, huzzah. And then 20% of it will be going into Grumpy Cat. And for those of you that do not, that are really just here for Omi and Veve, that's great. Obviously, that's like 95% of my entire portfolio is Veve and Omi. Grumpy Cat, they have that charity arm. And I'll tell a friend tomorrow that I'm supposed to have a call with another whale. He also has a decent amount of Grumpy. Just giving him status updates on Veve and Omi and Grumpy Cat. Originally, Grumpy Cat was supposed to be like a quick flip. It was supposed to be, hey, Pro the Doge is on here. He mentioned this on his subscribe only page. And, he'll take us to the moon. Nice altcoin, summer season. We buy low, sell high, and that's it. And then something really strange happened. The original Grumpy Cat owner was just like, hey, we don't support this. We don't like crypto. Crypto is bad. And then, obviously logic would dictate, well, hey, listen, you might own the original. I mean, you can't own dwarfism because that's what the original Grumpy Cat had. It had one of the forms of dwarfism, which, be advised, there is like dozens and dozens of different forms of dwarfism. I don't know which one. I don't also know which one. And, just the look, but, maybe he could own that one cat and like that particular, whatever the cat's name was, but you can't own the entire thing. You can't own words. If Donald Trump can't get "you're fired," patented, if what's his name can't get "let's get ready to rumble," if that can't be patented, Grumpy Cat is not going to be patented. So you can't patent words. Long story short, and the community just had this really, really big like liberty, like don't tread on me, like anti-authority, like we can do whatever the fudge we want. And they went and they hired this top tier Web3 lawyer to be like, yes, we can. Like Obama back in like, oh wait, yes, we can. And it was just one of the most beautiful things to look at. Everyone be like, oh, we're going to do this anyway, get the fudge out of here. And, that movement became something I think really special. And most of the people that I interact with in the Grumpy Cat channel, they're not American, and y'all know me, same old G, love America, Mr. America. They're like British and Australian, and just they're all like different. So Grumpy Cat does kind of span the globe already. It is really cool. So that's why I'm advising him to go and get in. They have a charity arm. They have a comic that's coming out. They have a lot more stuff that I can't talk about. That's about to happen. It's really, really exciting. So that's why I'm advising him to go 20% into Grumpy Cat. For you guys, no, I can't advise you guys. I could tell Dashy what to do, and I could just give out scenarios. But anyway, moving on here. Ooh, what this? New text message. Cool, thank you. Okay, no problem. Okay, now let's get to some of the news here. We've been without news for a couple days because I have been. We had the Around the Ecomiverse yesterday, and I didn't do any news after that. So you had and I'll say this again. You had this one guy called QBANLT, which had a silver Iron Man. That's, the Mark One. The first Iron Man that there was. It's the uncommon. He put it up for $3.99. It had sold for $3.99, and that guy that had the $4.93 fled. He took that $149 and put it up for $4.39. And what did that do? Or after taxes, or after the 8.5% fee, 2.5% for Veve, 6% for Marvel, it turned out to be $401.68.5, or rounded up to 69. Everyone comment nice down below for 69. So he would have made $2.69 on that deal. That's freaking stupid. I don't know why people do that. That is absolutely ridiculous. But again, oh God, I'm dying. People are going to do what they do, and you can take advantage. Okay, so Funko people are not at all happy with Funko, or why? Because if you take a look at this, Jack Carver. I'm not going to lie, I'm not 100% sure who Jack Carver is, but the box was a little bit damaged in shipping. And you have, I'm not even going to say this name, and I don't want to call out people, but this guy says, "This is some straight BS original Funko. The only pop that isn't damaged is the Atomic Freddy. I believe they just took our money with this BS. Sodas are cool, but this is unacceptable. Not my first time. Why am I surprised?" You have people, and the reason I bring this up is because obviously it's nothing against Funko. I really like Funko. But it's just, no matter what industry you go in, whether it's sports, whether it's Veve digital collectibles, whether it's Funko physical collectibles, Pokemon cards, grading at PSA, Tesla, it doesn't matter. You're gonna have haters, and I'm not saying that this guy's necessarily a hater. He's still buying, but you're gonna have people that go and, I don't know. And anyone ever been to like a Jets game or a football game, and they're sitting next to this person like, "Oh my God, we're gonna lose," just like always. We always like, you're supposed to be a Jets fan, and let me get a tape recorder and play it back for you. You are freaking annoying. I understand, but like, hey, could we fix this? Hey, is it like constructive criticism, or just, but I don't know, just like the whining and complaining of like, "Oh, I'm not surprised. This is the first time. This is not the first time." If they continue to make you angry, why are you still buying from them? But again, obviously, I really like Funko, and again, you have these people that I'd probably make up 5 to 7% of, and this is not just in the collectibles field. This used to happen for high risk lending. It's happened for veterinary medicine, whatever you have it. Again, at the time, the veterinary field was just people complaining about the prices and then them doing it anyway, and us explaining, "Hey, this is important. This is why." And again, 5 to 7% of people. Most people are like, "Okay, whatever." Some people will be like, "Hey, I can't do this," whatever, and can't treat their pet. But this is not. So it's not just Veve. It's not just people. If you're on Twitter, because Twitter, you have like a lot of complaints. I guess you do on Facebook as well. But Facebook, you really some uneducated people. Obviously, there are some really well-educated people on there, but you have some really like people that are mostly on Facebook and not really on Twitter, and they get their news from just the posts that appear on Facebook, and it's not. I really wish Veve would go, and if they make a post at some place, do it across all platforms. Like Woof from The Office. Oh, post it on one place, post it everywhere. Because like, let's say like some people, even though I love him, some people just don't like Elon Musk, and they're not going to have an X account because they don't want to support him. Okay, whatever, they're lost. And do that at your own peril. Okay, now you can't get the most up-to-date news on what's going on, what happened on Veve Space today, what did they announce? You're either going to have to listen to a YouTuber that's streaming that, or you're going to have to go and wait for someone to post about it, or stream about it later tonight. Hi, sleeping. My day. So that's what you're going to have to do. And again, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on X, whether you're on, whatever social media you're on, or the people that are complaining, don't think like, "Oh, is just Veve having these problems?" No, clearly it's everyone. Clearly it's this guy, Topatababun. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Again, I'm not going to say it. Complaining about Funko. There's the Funko Bros also complaining about Funko. And again, so the accusations that, Funko is out of touch with their customers, fans, and supporters. Does that sound familiar? Like Veve futters? But again, the people that are always complaining, they seem to be still around and still buying, whether it's Funko, whether it's Tesla, again, veterinary medicine, high-risk lending, Veve. They're all still around. I love that meme, or I think it's a sound on TikTok. Like, to all my haters that are still following me, you're still a fan. Hi. I get that all the time. So I won't even say this person's name because I don't think I can. I X stuff too often. There's a comment I got on Reddit yesterday. If you were to kill yourself, I'd be willing to bet that 0 people in this subreddit would truly care about it. You add nothing but spam to this community. You are an effing disgrace that nobody likes. Does your own mother even like you? Genuinely curious. Wait till he finds out that I'm adopted, and no. But this is just going to show you that, again, there's haters everywhere. You're gonna find, if you look for negativity, you're gonna find it. It's like Iroh says, if you look for the dark, you can often find it. Or if you look for the light, you can often find it. But if you look for the dark, that is all you'll ever see. So I'm just trying to give y'all some perspective. Oh, look at this. They have the Sphere in Vegas, gave the nice little Miles Morales Spider-Man. I don't know. No, that's the Peter Parker one. For Spider-Man 2, which Spider-Man 2 has been, the play that I've seen online is a very emotional game. People die. I'm not going to say what or who. I'm not going to give away spoilers. But people be getting unalived in that game, and it is heartbreaking. How long? Okay, so another thing we have to talk about is Disney. Okay, so I mentioned this yesterday when on Around the Okomiverse, but I didn't really get too far into it. Disney has been getting these patents for these NFTs. They've been getting I'm going down. They've been getting these patents for these NFTs for like a year or two now. They've been going and saying like, hey, we want to do this, we want to do this, we want to do this. The most impressive patent that I've seen so far, I forget what patent number it is. It's like, 11 letters or 11 characters, where they say, oh, hey, I don't know if anyone's ever been to Harry Potter World, but if you go between Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley, or as Harry would say, Diagon Alley, you have to go and take a train. And where we go is we take platform 9 3/4. If we're at Universal, you take that train, and it doesn't matter which boxcar you sit in, the first one, the last one, middle, in between, it doesn't matter. You go and you get an animation that plays. It's like, oh, Harry and Ron and Hermione are in a corridor. There's a Death Eater. There's Malfoy. There's the trolley with all this candy. So you get a little show, and it's cool. What Disney wants to do with some of their rides, the transport rides like that, maybe, around the world, whatever it is, at Epcot, I don't know why I can't stop coughing. I'm going to commit seppuku if this doesn't stop soon. Anyway, they want to go and say, hey, based on the NFT that you have, you will get played a different show. So you could possibly go and get some different shows or different screenings of things that other people won't be able to see because you have that NFT. So it's a truly unique experience. That's one thing that I've been really, really impressed with by now. But they have done another thing here. Aeronaut goes and says, Disney is about to enable distributed NFT redemption, aka interoperability. Patent application, yada, 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 discloses a system and method that will allow for interoperability out amongst the issuers of NFTs. Okay, fine. Entity, digital wallet. Okay, sorry, I haven't read this yet. Warning, entity, system. Oh, that's legit. Okay. All right, so they say the NFT, according to Claim 8, would be any of a physical asset, a real-world experience, an augmented reality experience, a virtual reality experience, a mixed reality experience, or a content title. End quote. So the NFT could be all of those things the NFT could represent. And according to the description, there is presently no mechanism by which a unique digital identifier generated by a first entity can be used directly to obtain an asset associated with that unique digital identifier. All right, hang on. No mechanism by which a unique digital identifier generated by a first entity used directly to obtain the asset. Okay, so if you have an NFT, you can't. So no matter which unique generated by, you can't get an asset. You can't obtain an asset associated with that unique digital identifier. I don't know what that means. So there's no mechanism by which a unique digital identifier, which is generated by a first entity, can be used directly to obtain an asset associated with that unique digital identifier from a second entity. I guess that means if you have an asset from one place, let's say if you have an asset from like Epcot, an NFT from Epcot, that can't be interchangeable, because NFT should be self-explanatory, but it can be interchangeable from an NFT generated by, let's say, Animal Kingdom, et cetera, et cetera. Who be this? Hold on. Oh lordy. Oh lordy. Oh. Oh. Wait, what? You have one for me? Hold on. I have one for you. All right, all right. One for you. I received my Funko Iron Man. Got a, ooh, nice. Got a rare. Here's about what you'll value it when Veve is up and running hard. I know it's not financial advice. I think to tell me what you really think, like evaluations are not too conservative, not ridiculous. Like, $25. Thanks, I want to talk about anything with me on video. You have my permission. I see you're always contemplating whether or not to talk about someone personally. Thank you, senor. I accidentally clicked on this while streaming and can't answer right now. Can you message me again in 2 hours? And then hopefully I could, or if he doesn't, then I'm just not going to see it. Okay, 3, continuation from the above. That is to say that in the case of NFTs, for example, an entitlement to an asset conferred by an NFT issued by one NFT source typically cannot be redeemed by an NFT platform. Oh my God, that's literally what I just said. They couldn't have freaking said that. They needed to have this whole legal jargon. All right, anyway. Instead, if a first entity wants to award an NFT based on asset obtainable from a secondary entity, the first entity typically has to allow for an authorized NFT that features the asset conferred by the first entity to be minted by. Oh, okay. So if you have something from, let's say, like Animal Kingdom, and then they want to do something at, like Epcot, they have to just be in agreement. And I don't know who's going to be the ones to say that. Is it just going to be the park people, like manipulate? Oh, that I could at the other line, or is it going to have to come from up above? How many requests are they going to have? How many jobs is this going to create? Are these park people going to be? How are they going to be trained by this? This is a lot of speculation. I don't know how they're going to do this. I imagine they already probably have classes. I know this girl that works for them right now. I forget her name. Oh God. All right, hold on. We're gonna find this out. I think her mom's name is Kathy, or maybe was it Lise? Nope, not her either. I don't know what her name is. But I know she works for Disney. Maybe if I go to my messages and I search Disney, it's gonna come up. It's not gonna come up. We shall see. Nope. It is not in any of my messages. All right, anyway, moving on here. Result, the existing unique digital identifier-based transaction environment has to be undesirably limit consumer choice. Okay. The redemption system, particularly use unique NFT code to be redeemed, whether those assets were awarded by the entity providing NFT. Oh, okay. So I guess whether the NFT was issued by, I guess, any entity of Disney, any part of Disney, it can be redeemed wherever. Regardless of where they were minted from, or regardless of where they were given from. So that's really cool. Basically, Disney is actively pursuing protection of blockchain technology. This patent document discloses a system and method for interoperability between NFT issuers. Is Disney about to release their own NFT platform? I wouldn't say the platform. Maybe. I mean, just their own things in there. I don't know if they would need to do their own platform. I mean, they already have Veve, but not that Veve is theirs, but they work very, very closely with Veve. This wouldn't hurt to have their own, but to build that would be really, really hard, because they have a complex thing of what they want to do. That would probably take years. I don't know who they would hire for that. Can't do anything crypto right now. Okay, spaces, what we want. Okay, so there was this I think it's called Crypto Banter. I tried looking for the video, I couldn't find it, but it was this guy. So we have Reeks RYKS saying, "How come this channel never mentions Omi, the only token tied to Disney, Marvel, DC, Lamborghini, Universal, Warner Brothers, etc. Thanks." And basically, the guy said, and I don't know if he's British or not. I just like making fun of him. So, oh yes, partnerships don't always correlate with price increase, and clearly here, you don't see Omi going up at all. It actually has gone down quite a bit, as if other cryptos haven't gone down in this bear market. Like yes, clearly these partnerships have not resulted in any price action, so that's why we don't talk about it. And so Crypto Rain has this response where it says, "Thank you for sharing. YouTube channels get followers by pumping what has already been pumping, which is not how you make money by investing in the crypto space. You make money by buying when the price action is negative and then selling when it's being covered." So, yeah, a lot of these crypto people that, the crypto YouTube channels, they'll wait for things to 2x, 3x, like, "Oh, you should buy this right now. It's hot." But it's already done its run, and a lot of them, they cover meme coins, which is fine. Grumpy Cat started as a meme coin as well, and look where they're going. So I would say, yeah, these are not necessarily places or people that you'd likely want to follow. Now, again, I don't know really anything about Crypto Banter. I think Crypto Rain said he did like them, but again, you should cover Omi just because of the. But I feel like if they understood Omi, they would cover it. But clearly, the person that had talked about it and just said, "Yeah, we're not going to cover it because the price action's not there." Well, that's why it's a good buy, because it's super undervalued. And that's why. But again, that doesn't really correlate to a lot of views, so they don't. Moving on. BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust is now listed on the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation with the ticker IBTC. It was taken off early this morning and put back on a few hours ago. Yeah. Also, as far as Veve goes, 27 minutes already. Okay. Veve. So Eagle Eyes, I think, had confirmed on Discord, 600 new people signed up for Veve Fam since during New York Comic Con. Now, how many of those were directly because of Comic-Con? I would wager at least 70%. How many people, maybe saw, were watching the Marvel stream and like, what is Veve? And maybe they signed up for that. Or some people in general, like like me and there was a couple of us, we were at Serendipity 3, a great dessert place. And, we were showing the people around us what we could do with our NFTs. We did it at Central Park. So was it directly because of New York Comic Con? No, they weren't there, but it just happened to be around the time that Comic Con was going on. So I think that's, but I would say at least 70% would be because of New York Comic Con, like in general. And then if you do secondary stuff, like obviously the people I showed in Central Park or the people I showed in Serendipity 3, I was there for Comic-Con, so again, a secondary reason is because of Comic-Con, but if we're talking about just people at the con, I would say at least 70%, which would be 420 people. 420 people. So everyone come blaze it down below for the 420. We got Bitcoin. Okay, all right. Plan B. Only at $1 would be great. Bitcoin 35K. Good work. Oh, shout out to Goofy21 that says I'm about to buy a gold logo. So shout out to him for buying that. Yep. Okay. So I went over this yesterday. This is not confirmed. This is most likely true, but again, not confirmed. It just makes sense. I don't even know if I'm going to go. It doesn't even matter, really. It was a long time ago. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Vinyl gold. So we had someone with a Funko Vinyl Gold 18-inch Iron Man, and this is just the uncommon. This is just the Mark II. Sold for $750. Actually, $774 because $24 shipping. And it did say with unique code for matching Iron Man digital Veve. So I don't think they know really what it is, but it did come with that unique code. So I think they're going to go, and these are going to do really well. I don't see anyone listing even the commons below like 250. If I get a common, I don't know, probably good long term. I mean, if I get a common, I'm just not. I won't redeem it for a while. It's gonna be like, anyone ever know the game Deal or No Deal? It's a game show where he's like, okay, you're gonna pick a random box, and there's gonna be, I don't know, like 50 boxes or 100 boxes or whatever, from 1 to 100, let's just say. And they're gonna be denominations: $1, $5, $10, all the way up to $1 million. And the odds that you pick, the $1 million box are like slim to none. But, well, it's 1 in 100, I guess, if it's 100 boxes. And then you're supposed to make a deal, saying like, okay, we're going to open these boxes. And as those boxes are open, they're like, okay, well, it's not $1, it's not $5, it's not this much. And eventually, the good boxes and the bad boxes, they all get open. It's like, okay, so it's not these crappy ones, but it's also not some of these good ones. And the idea is that there's going to be more really good boxes with really good numbers. At the end of it, we're like, okay, now we're going to get a really good deal out of this. The same thing I think can happen here. If you get enough people to go and not redeem their stuff, obviously not forever, because we have to redeem this in like 5 months, or else the code expires, so you're going to have to. But if you go for 4 months and people don't redeem these, and suddenly the number 1 still isn't found, or a bunch of low mint numbers like the 9, like it doesn't have to be the number 1. You could still get really good money for the number 11, 15, 20, any of the single digits. If any of those single digits are there and you have that chance of still getting some of these, it's going to be really heckin' cool. Like really heckin' cool. So if I get one, I might not redeem it yet. If I get a really good one, if I get like the ultra rare or secret rare, I don't know, I'll take the highest bidder. I'll probably take the highest bidder because I really need money. I want more Omi. Yeah, I won't redeem it. I'll be like, oh, I don't know if it's a secret rare though, and it's possible you get the number 1. I got to do that for David, because but it's 1 of 50 anyway. So even if you don't get the number 1 and you get a random mint number, it doesn't matter. Even if you get number 3,000, it's going to be, it's still 1 of 50. So it's going to be a good one. And then at the same time, that physical is probably going to go for a lot as well, like several hundred, which is great. We'll all need that. Moving on. Oh my God, I've been going on for 33 minutes. Okay, we gotta move here. We gotta move. Drinking truck. Okay, so Jeremy Olson says, I'm a trucker and I see more and more truck stops with Bitcoin ATMs inside. However, I never see anybody using them. Really interesting. We have Charles Delgado saying, I just legit swept 98% of all 3-digit common and uncommon comics that were 4 gems and under, no matter the comic book. I was legit under 1,500 comics earlier, and now I have 1,562. Oh, and check this clever jerk guy with almost all the 3-digit comics of the first appearance Ms. Marvel comic books listed for 616,000. Clever jerk is the man, and I love him. Also, that Jeremy Olsen guy says, he's in the U.S., drives a lot on the East Coast. In 2017, it used to be mom and pop truck stops where he would see those Bitcoin ATMs first. But more and more Travel Center of America truck stops have them now. Travel Center of America, BP, and Amoco own them, which I think is really interesting. Yesterday we had NFT Now, which has a couple 100,000 followers over on the X. Say which NFT projects have the strongest communities. Veve fam just balled out, like Veve, of course. And then you have this guy, Hodl Thy Name, or Hodl Be Thy Name. I thought it was really cool. It's got the emoji of a bee. He's got the 1989 Homer and Bart and the 1989 skateboard. If those that don't know, The Simpsons came out in 1989. So that's a really sweet set. That's like, it's an amazing set. Sorry, I just looking at charts of people who literally thought Bitcoin was going back to like 9K. Like, Riri's. We have. All right. So I'll finish some of this stuff tomorrow, but we have to go over. We got Wednesday Addams coming. Addams Family is going to happen on the Halloween. Season 7 starts on Thursday with the Bloodstone comic. There's less than 6,000 of those. I really don't know anything about it. It looks cool. I'll probably get some. Again, it just looks cool. On top of that, you have the Jurassic Park gates. That would be really, really cool. A lot of people really like the Disney doors. I think the Jurassic Park gates, having them to enter your world in the Veveverse will be amazing. I would rather those than the Disney door, to be honest. But, it's just me. Oh, God, I love Jurassic Park so much. So good. And then what else we got? Oh, God, where was I? Okay, here we go. Exchange, yep. Bitcoin futures open interest has breached 100,000 Bitcoin for the first time ever. Heckin' wild. Shout out to Bickety Bam, who bought the number 41 Anna for $777. Oh, God, I wanted that so bad. I wanted that so freaking bad. Shout out to Bickety Bam for getting that. At another time, that would have been me. Yep, Adam's Family. Oh, Ghost Rider as well. Ghost Rider's dropping on Monday. Shout out for that. In the next week, you'll see my Alex Ross photo up here. I'm going to have to move Dashie over, and then I'm going to have to, because it's going to be heckin' awesome. Love Alex Ross. Okay. And then you have Disney Villains, which is a metal poster series, which I think is really cool. That's happening on the 28th. And you're going to have music with it as well, which will be really cool. Shout out to them. Approaching without anything. Okay, yep. Adam's Family drop Halloween. 25 gem boxes. Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday will snap her fingers to the theme song. Da-da-da-da. That one. And that, that'll be it. I'll go in. Bless me. Start answering questions from the audience. Sorry that took so long. Had a lot to go over. Turtle says, all right. Anticipation for an Omi takeoff is building. Oh, I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I'm so freaking tired. There's oh, God, I'm dying. Now, obviously, there's a good part of me. Sorry, 1 second. Mother fudger. I hate accidentally clicking on messages and having to say, sorry, I can't talk right now. But yeah, obviously you have people like Crypto Rain or anyone that with a decent amount of money or money coming in, be like, hey, let Omi go lower. Let me buy it. Let me buy all the stuff. Now, obviously, sentiment might have changed a little bit since the bear market's kind of ending. We're kind of in that pre-bull or about to be in that pre-bull. And I get it. I love that particular mindset. I don't have as much Omi as I want. I want 200. I want to get to 180 first, but I want 200. I want, if it weren't for David going and saying, I don't even know if I should say this. Fudge. I am not selling bottom line, I'm not selling my version 2 of the gold and silver logo. Obviously, the number 41, that's going to stay with me unless someone wants to pay an obscene amount. And then my other gold and silver logo is not going anywhere, probably for a long time either. But the version 2 logos, or any of the logos, unless they announce utility, I don't know what's going to happen with them. But there will be utility for all of them. Not from Veve, maybe from Veve, but there will be utility from an outside party for those logos late next year. It won't make them 10x or anything. It might only make a few people happy, but there will be utility for them. Outside of that, but again, that's not through Veve, that's through a third party. Veve could very well go and say, hey, if you have these, get more MCP tickets. It counts as, maybe you don't need to stake as much OMI. This counts as 1,000,000 OMI in the app if you have one. Or you get, some special tickets for stuff in the Veveverse. I don't know. I do remember David saying that he was they said they made a mistake only, making 500 of those gold and silver logos. And he wanted to make more. And then, lo and behold, we got a bunch more. So there might be utility coming for them. I'm just not selling them right now. I wanted to just sell one and just be like, hey, let me go and, cash out and buy some more Omi. Or just buy that number 41 Anna. But I won't. Anyway, so I do want that. I definitely do want to buy more Omi. But I do not have the, my energy's really low. Probably because I've been on a diet and I've been like sucking weight, and it sucks. But I don't know if anyone knows the Miracle at Marion. Where Hogan, is on the 18th hole, and he qualifies on that 18th hole. He qualifies to get himself into the playoffs. 16 months after the car accident that most said would end his career. And Hogan wound up winning that event. And he put the accident behind him. But if anyone knows golf and they've watched those tapes and they watched those videos, you know that it seems like the wins just cost a lot more. And it hurt. It's like Ali coming back after being inactive for like 5 years. It might look cool on the surface. I might look all right now, but this bear market has been rough. And I want to stack more Omi, but right now I am so tired. I am ready for it to moon. But again, that's just me. Moving on. Omar Kasaja says, let's go, Omar. G-Flow says, Randy, what do you think a potential land sale could do for Omi? Is it confirmed to burn Omi? It will burn Omi. I think it'd be a huge... Yeah, I don't really see that happening for at least a year. It might not happen in 2024. Phase 1 of Veveverse, we'll get Omi to accessory. Cool. Omi to accessory will be a big catalyst itself. But then, after that, after phase 1 of the Veveverse, which was supposed to happen this year, we're supposed to have the first 2 happen this year. We're delayed a year on that. At DCon in 2021, or no, I'm sorry, DCon in 2022, they said, hey, phase 1, supposed to be quarter 1, is roll out the Veveverse. Phase 2, the quarter 2, we'll roll out IP branded worlds. Phase 3 is the customizable avatars, and phase 4 is, I think, like land sale or whatever. Now, I knew we weren't getting 3 and 4 this year. And after a while, I was like, all right, we're probably not going to get the second one, but, we'll get phase 1. Not happening. We will likely get phase 1, which is everyone gets a home space. We'll get Omi to accessory in Q1 of next year. For phase 2, which is IP branded worlds, well, they already started announcing them. One of which is Ron English's Delusionville. The other ones are not yet announced. What are they going to be? I have no idea. It's all rumor and speculation until Veve comes out and says it. But currently, it's just Delusionville. It's been announced. I do expect us to get the IP branded world started. Maybe Q2, but likely Q3 of next year. And then the customizable avatars, I would expect to get next year as well. That should not take too long. Ready Player Me is great. It should not take long at all to get that done. The land sale, though, the phase 4, the other stuff, I don't think we'll get next year. It's very possible we could. I would say that's 2025, which is fine. We'll still be in that bull market. And that could, Omi's going to be, rocking by that time, but we're going to burn tens of billions of Omi, most likely with that. Like a lot. Moving on. Omi Child says, I want to rock. Booth 777 says, let's get this bread, let's go. Candace Bevan says, bring us the news. Preach. Yoni Berger says, hi. What's up, Yoni? Bill Gardner says, what up, what up? Yoni Berger says, safe. Non-politic, please. Oh, listen, if someone asks about it, I have to answer. That's just the rules. Usually I don't bring it up too much, if ever, but again, if someone asks me, I have to. Nathan says, "What up, Randy? Where do you see Omi end of year?" To me, it doesn't really matter. I'll tell you why. I just to get people excited, I'd like to see it at 002. Which if they roll out bronze tickets, done. But they might not. I mean, they will eventually. But we're just not sure if it'll happen the end of this year. I mean, there's still two months left in the quarter, so it's possible. Oh my god! Oh, my hips. But why I said I don't think it doesn't matter to me is because even if Omi goes up to 005 and I have $800,000, $900,000, whatever it is, if it goes up to 005, I'm still not going to cash out at that point. Anything. Because if let's say we have a nice Santa rally, and on December 29th, it's 006. I'm a millionaire again. And, if I sell anything, I have to pay a fudge ton of taxes in April of next year. I am not going to do that. I will wait until January 1st, and I will cash out then, because then I won't... Oh, fuck. Your mother... My God. Then I will not have to pay taxes until 2025, which is fine. I think I'm dying. I don't know what's going on. Haters, you get your wish. No, so yeah, I don't really care what the price is going to be. But again, to get people excited, I'd really like it to be 002 at least. It could go higher. It could stay down here. I don't know. I really don't think we're gonna get anything major movement until we get bronze tickets, and then after that, I would say, the exchanges. Like, exchanges will happen next year anyway, but I wouldn't expect it this year. Yoni Burger says France. France. Yeah. I'd like to go in January, where at least David and Dan are likely to go. Foge says, "Ayo, had some Bitcoin, took some profits, 35K. Bought some Omi, 2.1 million. I'm a Veve app now. Get it. Happy with that. Enjoy your day. Thank you. Yoni says, ETH to 20K. Oh, I mean, eventually. Where are we at? I think what is the ETH? Was it? All right, so 1,700 right now. And the market cap is... Okay. All right, so it's only... Really? It's only 214 billion? That was more. So at 214 billion, at 1783, be advised, even at 17,830, that's a $2.1 trillion market cap. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to do that. It will. But I don't know if that's going to happen this bull market. I mean, it might. I would expect ETH to... yeah, it might. Yeah, I would say that's possible. That's possible. Foge says, "Ayo, had some Bitcoin to..." Oh, just read that. Potential Human says, "Press thumb, win prize." Man. Prince Selby says, "Do you think that in Veveverse people will be able to gamble land?" Ooh, I hope so. Also, do you think land will go up and down in price based on stuff in it and who lives on it, like real life? Yes, 100% yes. That actually, that poses a problem, I think. Okay, let's say, for example, I don't even want to say anyone's name. Let's say, for example, that me, Wendy, Wet Wizard, Clarita, let's say all the brown people of Veve decide we're going to make, brown power, and nobody is allowed on this block of the Veveverse unless you're brown. That poses some very, very serious issues. And obviously, we wouldn't do that, but it does pose some very interesting issues. where you might get some trolls that do that. You might get some trolls that are going to be like, hey, let's get this part of the VV verse, and we're only going to allow one certain type of race in. We're going to buy it all up, and we'll only sell to people that we approve of. Now, obviously, it's weird. Oh, it's okay if you do it just for people you like. If you don't see like, it's weird. Like, let's say I don't know. I don't know. Me and just friends want to do it, and they're like, "Oh, hey, you're a troll. You like troll us all the time. You like tell us to kill us all. We're not going to sell to you. That's fine. How different is that than, oh, hey, we don't like you because of the color of your skin? Ah, yeah, this gets really, really interesting. I don't know. I think VV should probably just turn a blind eye to that. I don't think that would happen, but it might. I don't know. I mean, you have trolls everywhere, so that is possible. You could, I mean, typically, a lot of people in VV, a lot of people have full-time jobs. A lot of people don't, but a lot of people do. So they have this thing. But I do feel like you're gonna have this like Main Street, and you're gonna have Mr. Rolex, you're gonna have Sanjay, you're gonna have probably Clever Jerk, you're gonna have a bunch of people that are gonna be, oh, this is Main Street, and I see it already. I see it already where a bunch of people are gonna be like, oh yeah, you've got to be rich to be one of those people. Oh yeah, keep us pories out, right? Like I guarantee you, because I've said that where I think it was it Fidelity or J.P. Morgan, where they would only they would have crypto options for their clients, but it was only clients that was like 7 figures and above. They wouldn't allow those crypto options for any other person. You needed to be worth 7 figures. So it's like, and one, like anyone that's young enough and smart enough to be like, okay, well, you don't need to go through a bank to get crypto. You just buy it yourself. But it's just weird how they would only give it to the 1%. And, I got a little salty about that. Like, oh, yeah, God forbid us pories, get to your level. Like, heck off. So I could see that potentially being a slight issue where people are like, oh, it's too expensive. We can't afford it. It should be more fair for people. And it's like, well, life's not fair. And yeah, this is kind of a game, but so is life. And, if you can't afford something, like I really wanted that Anna. I really wanted that number 4 Anna. And I could have done it. I could have went and, like done whatever and gotten it for 777. And I should have, but I didn't. I didn't. Somebody else got it. They deserve it. I don't, because I didn't act. And I realize that's the difference. Like, oh, you could have acted, but you didn't, is different than you just couldn't get it. Listen, there's just things that every person of everyone on this earth, you're just not going to be able to afford. So but that gets into an interesting issue, Prince Toby. Anyway, moving on. The land will go up and down, price based on, yeah. So the people that live, if you have some really cool people there, like it could be, land could be in the middle of nowhere, and we could just have it could be Foster Hill could be there. You could have people from Comics and Crypto. Reese. You could have a bunch of these really cool people. And I don't care that it's not near the major cities. I want to be with my friends. So yeah, I'll buy a place there with them because their own little clubhouse. That'd be fun. So one of the issues I saw on Earth 2 was that whenever I would go and try and buy someplace, like I had the longest road. I have the longest road in Antarctica in the entire game for Earth 2. Link down below. The longest road in Chaveztopia. And I've got anytime I would try to, buy certain things or certain large plots of land, I couldn't connect it because people would just buy all around it. If I were to buy a 750 tile plot, that's the max you can get at once, I couldn't connect another 750 tile plot next to it because people, every time I would buy something, people would buy all around me. Like, oh, Randy Chavez is buying there. Let's buy there. So I could picture it happening in the VV-verse where you have people going, because it's public, oh, you're going to buy this place? Oh, I'm gonna buy right next to you. Um, that could get really annoying. I don't I don't know how we're gonna do that. Because I mean, you're gonna have like once David buys a place, everyone's gonna buy right around him. Once David has a place, like, oh, all right, I'm this far away from David. Um, there's probably gonna be a unit of measurement. I am 10 home spaces away from David. Wow. Um, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. That's a real. I gotta take a picture. That's a really good question. Oh god, hiccups. Oh god, I'm dying. But yes, Prince Toby agreed 100%. Universe is like, thank you. I hope Veve will be in front. Like, well, Veve is top tier. Everyone will know Veve. John P2404 says, Randy. Yeah. Bill Gardner says, I hold silver and gold because I love them. Numismatic stuff is great. Numismatic stuff, whether it's Walking Liberties, Barbers, Morgan Silver Dollars, the Carson Cities, the GSA Horde, and then gold, especially the numismatic stuff, the Gold Indians, the Gold Liberties, the Gowdens, the you have the David Hall Gold Buffalo, the David Hall Gold Eagles, even going back to the Mercanti Silver Eagles, the Mercanti, like the numismatic stuff or the stuff that's really niche and really low mint, like anything, it's really good. And even gold bullion still goes up about 4% per year the last decade. It's just the silver. I can't get into that. Something about them, although crypto is way better investment. Agreed. Yoni says Bitcoin soon at 40K. Yeah, I've been hearing that. I've been hearing there was actually a meme on 4chan before. I gotta find it. Mm-hmm. Oh, did I download it instead of screenshotting it? Am I an idiot? All right, hold on. Oh man, maybe I downloaded it. Man, I'm stupid. Okay, hang on. We're gonna go to the downloads. Oh no, it's just on Reddit. Is it? Anonymous says, I don't know, 35K waiting room says, get in here. And then anonymous ID, blah, 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 says 40K end of week. So we're waiting for a 40K end of week. I'll show you the meme. Whereas like the guy, like the bottom 2% is like, the bull run is back, boys. And then you have like the chart readers like, no, Bitcoin will not see a bull market until late 2024. If past price cycles are any indication, and certainly not before, the halving, you idiots. The pump is artificial. You should sail for your lives. I mean it. I don't want to raise my gun at you. I will. I have a flippin'... And then you have Obi-Wan Kenobi is like, the bull run is back. So that's like my favorite meme that came off of 4chan today. Anyway, moving on. Where was I? Bilgar says, maybe because it's physical and the shimmer and the sound they make. Oh, that's true. The sound is really cool. Silver's great. Universe physical is the best. With NFT, thank you for supporting. I mean, you know, if crap hits the fan, yeah, junk silver is how you're gonna go and barter with people. Hey, I have some silver. You can. It has a lot of uses, especially gold. Like gold, you can use for fillings. It conducts electricity, used for computer parts, used whatever. Silver, you can go to make weapons, you can make bullets. you can do a lot with that. But again, that's kind of, shit hit the fan type of deal. For most, assuming that society doesn't collapse, how are you going to go and move? Like, let's say, I don't know, let's say you have $100,000 of silver. Do you know how much freaking weight that is? Even $100,000 of gold, like that's so much. Like it's just hard to carry around. Bitcoin, phone, have millions of it. Don't matter. Mm-hmm. Harris says, "Yo, Randy, what up, Harris?" Yanni. Harris says, "What did I miss? Any major announcements today in the Veve space?" I think I went over Wednesday Addams, Ghost Rider, Jurassic Park, and Addams Family. Mm-hmm. Veve Wheels says, hey, geez, what up, Wheels? It's a shipping company. Do you know Mighty Jacks? Yeah, I know Mighty Jacks. Or you watch One Piece? I have watched certain parts of One Piece. It's too long for me, though. I can't do it. But yes, I definitely know Mighty Jacks. So sleeping. Trainer Chapo. Hi. Sleepy says lots of trolls. I just use the mute button. I don't even block. I don't want to give him that. It's fair. Smarty Pants says Grumpy Cat Coin to the moon. If you know, you know. Oh, I know. I know. Handsomite says, what up, Randy? What up, Handsomite? Yoni Burger says, cool, cool. Prince always says, do you think there's a possibility that there may be forms of warfare in the Veveverse? Yes, I do. And as possible, wars rage, and some users will form mercenary bands to get paid in Omi to fight for land. So in Earth 2, there's going to be a warring world and a non-warring world, where if you choose to be part of the warring world, you will get the benefits of being in that warring world. You can pick up loot, you can go and rob people and fight people and do whatever, and it's going to be great. But you could also get attacked and unalived at any time. But if you're not in the warring world, you're going to be completely safe. You won't be attacked, your house won't be destroyed, but you won't have the option to get some of the benefits that the people in the warring world will have. So I hope they have something like that, where you could choose to be part of it, or you could choose not to. Veve Digital Collectibles says, since we appreciate firsts around here, did you know that Disney's Pixar's The Incredibles was the studio's first film to wholly tackle human character animation? It's true, the supers inspired new techniques in animated storytelling like never before. That's pretty legit. Okay, I'm dying. I also want to go and ask everyone if they could go smash that like button. It's a free way to help support the channel. It'd be super great, and love you guys forever. Thank you. Where was I? Oh wow, there's a lot of. Oh wow, there's a lot. Okay, we're not gonna do that. All right, moving on. But yeah, I think I'm hoping that some type of warfare will happen for Veve. I don't know what. Maybe it might not be in all of it. It might just be certain sections. Here's the warring lands, and you only go there if you want to get it on, but not in like a sexual way, in like a fit. Oh god, I don't. In a fighting way. Oh god, I have to go. Oh god, I have to put laundry in the dryer. Okay, you guys are coming with me. We are gonna go, and we're gonna put laundry in the dryer, and then we're gonna come back, and then we're gonna talk about Veve and Omi some more. Okay. If you could hear the TV on in the background, my friends are watching Mrs. Doubtfire. It is one of the greatest movies on the planet. R.I.P. Robin Williams. This is the basement. And I don't know if you guys are going to be... might cut off around here, but we're going to try to... Oh, lordy. Okay. We're going to... Oh, Jesus. I hate it. We need the top and bottom laundry. We have the side to side, and I always continuously drop my laundry. Ugh. Oh, my hat. It's my pants. There's my... Oh, God. Okay. Okay, there we go. We're better. Oh, my God. I need another hand. Ugh. I need a new back, a new knees, a new hips. Ugh. And I'm not going to lie. I don't know if the military has the most advanced technology, because I talked to my commander multiple times, and I was like, listen, sir, I will 100% go and volunteer for any experimental surgeries or things that you have. I just need a new body, please. And he's like, Airman Chavez, we appreciate your service to this country and your willingness to go and be under the knife on the operating table, but you are too valued to your unit to do that. And I was like, sir, that sounds like a no. And he's like, yes, that is a no. Okay, we're back. Where was I? Okay. DB Crypto's here to support the Grumpy Cat Coin fam. Grumpy Cat to the moon. Smarty Pants is DB Crypto. Hi. Connor. Hi. DB Crypto's hi, Smarty Pants. Oh, it says Crypto Banter streams weekday around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, sometimes before. Interesting. So he'll obviously go and talk about Omi in 6 months. Mark Dulesky says, hey, DB. Hey, Randy, the Grumpy Cat Coin. Grumpies, let's get this bread. Meow, meow. Also got a number 52 Kingdos for $19 yesterday. Legit. Universe says, buy when low. 100%. DB Crypto says, hey, Mark D. Smarty Pants says, the smartest move for everyone here is to get Grumpy Cat coin bag, hodl until the bull run, we reach a multi-billion-dollar market cap, and cash out some by then to get a whale bag of Omi. If you know, you know. So that could very well happen. And I'll tell you guys this. One of them is going to rise first. Will Grumpy Cat rise first? Will Omi rise first? I don't know. I know that both will go up. Short term, like the next month, 2 months, probably Grumpy Cat, because I don't expect bronze tickets to be done in November. Maybe we get it in December. I do definitely think that we get bronze tickets before January 24th, and that'll really help the price of Omi a lot. But before then, anything's a mystery. Now they could surprise us, like be like, hey, we're worried about liquidity for the token. It's too much manipulation. We want to get on exchanges, and they can go and they can do that. They could go and say, hey, we're rolling out Veveverse sooner than expected. Everyone has a home space now. That could happen by end of year as well. And then, once we have the Omi to bronze tickets, then say, okay, we have Veveverse. Now we roll out Omi to accessory. And this could all happen in like a month of each other, 2 months of each other. So that could be really interesting. But short term, I do know, one other whale's getting into Grumpy Cat tomorrow or the next day. Other whales are circling, ready to go in. Now seems like the time. You do have Bitcoin going up. People are going to take profit. I mean, well, Chavez, don't you think Bitcoin's going to go to 150,000 at some point? Yes, I do. But for people that bought Bitcoin at 15,000, 16,000 and they just doubled their money, they might want to put it elsewhere. They might, and and again, Grumpy's got a lot of stuff going for it. So listen, and when Grumpy goes, it's going to go. It's at like a $4 million market cap. It is nothing, like nothing. So I mean, if I were to get any amount of money, like in the 5 figures, $1,000 is nothing. But if I were to get money like $10,000, yeah, half would go into Omi, but certainly some would go into Grumpy Cat as well. Moving on. But if Omi goes up to 005, by January, and the Grumpy Cat's still down here, you can be damn sure I'm taking some of those Omi profits and I'm putting that into Grumpy. But if Grumpy Cat's at like a $40 million market cap and Omi's still down here, I'm gonna take some out of Grumpy and I'm gonna put it into the Omi. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna save my whole bag of Grumpy for a very long time. Partially because you don't want to dump on the community, but also partially because from what I know, it's looking more and more that Grumpy Cat will at some point reach $100 million market cap, and I will have to get a Grumpy Cat tattoo. I'm not going to sell at $50 million market cap just for it to double and me have to get a tattoo. Like, I will sell a little bit at 100 million because I'm not getting that tattoo like for free. Like I'm getting compensated for getting that tattoo. I'm selling some of my bag, and I don't even know why I made that declaration. That was good for the project, but that was not good for me. I don't even know where I'm going to get it. Anyway, DB Crypto says, stacking Grumpy Cat every week. Grumpy Cat Coin. Going to be an epic bull run. It's going to be legit. Mrs. J. Kill. What's up? How's it going? Meow. Hearts. How's the oh, fudge. Do you guys have Omi as well, or only Grumpy Cat? I know a few of them that have a good amount of Omi. Grumpy Baker says, I have Veve NFTs, but mainly Grumpy Cat Coin. Nice. DB Crypto says, thank you for the support, Randy. The Grumpy Cat Coin army is here for you, brother. Gracias. Grumpy Baker sold the Omi last bull run. Nice move. Harzad says, you should get some Omi too. It is a good entry point. Grumpy says, I may. Do you have any Grumpy Cat Coin? True. Wes says, it is possible that all these, thank you for becoming a member. Same with you, Wheels. Wes says, it is possible that all these Bitcoin ETFs, when they get approved, it will stabilize Bitcoin's price and we won't have dramatic drops every cycle. Yes, it is. That is possible. That is possible. I mean, I don't think it'll ever go down 80% again. Could it go down by 40% the next, sure. 50%, sure. Down 80%, that'd be a lot. Especially with institutional money going in. Yeah, it may not. Harris says, yep, got a small bag of Grumpy Cat since Randy mentioned it. Thank you, Harris. Handsomite, I'll link it down below for the Grumpy Cat Telegram. Handsomite says, Del Sim works on coughs for me. I don't know what that is. So I'm going to take offense. No, I'm not. Mrs. J. Kill says, go Phillies. Get it. Get the Phillies. What is it? Are they in the... They don't have the World Series yet? World Series 2023? Well, the Rangers are going to be in the World Series. Phillies score? Oh, Phillies. Oh, all right, all right. Oh, this is it. They're both 3-3 in the championship series. This is Game 7. Get them, Phillies. Get them. I know Rudy and Tina and Fam Bam and Wet Wizard are going to be rooting against you because they're from Arizona. Look at that. Look at that little strand of hair over there. Turn this into a braid, shall we? I'm going to get the ADD so heckin' bad. I don't know how I ever get anything done in my life. Remember those Conair commercials? This quick rap from Conair. Whoa. Okay, but it's 1-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Oh, man. All right, so, Philly, all right, go Philly. All right, moving on. Smarty Pants says, Harris S, I got Omi as well, and my whale-size Veve collection, but a lot of us Grumpy Cat Coin whales are thanks to Randy as well, so we got to keep up the momentum on Grumpy Cat Coin as well. We love all of them. Harris S West says exactly what will happen. The 4-year cycle was huge pump and dump will stop. I think so as well. Harris says, Smarty Pants, nice, well done. Says, but I think the chance to 1,000x or more will come with Grumpy Cat, and I intend to become an instant Omi whale with some of those profits down the line. Yeah. As much as it's really wild to say, Grumpy Cat could very well 1,000x, and it could outperform Omi. Part of that reason is because it's only a $4 million market cap right now. Well, what is that? It has to get to $4 billion, which is a lot, but if you track some of the wallets that have Grumpy Cat, like big wallets, you have a couple of the guys from Sheeb and a couple of guys from Pepe. They're not doing this without they're not uncertain about this. Like they're gonna do something, and they're gonna push, and they're gonna market. So 4 billion in 2 years with again a lot. It's really top heavy, so it is not going to take a lot. 4 billion doesn't need to go into the token. All it needs to do is have the liquidity pool dry up, a bunch of people hodl, and then squeeze that shit. Excuse my language. And then the price rockets because it's some people will sell and some people take profits on the way up, but there's several people that are not going to take profit until the Grumpy Cat market cap is in the billions, and they're already on more exchanges than Omi, and they'll continue to get on more and more and again and again. For Omi to go 1,000x, Omi's already at a couple $100 million market cap. It's already like 50 times the size of Grumpy. The 100x, it's 20 billion, 25 billion. And can we do that? Yeah, no problem. Can we 1,000x? That's 250 billion. That's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know. That's like $1 almost. Should it get to that? No. And exactly what Crypto Rain said yesterday. It's like, should XRP have gone to 300 billion in 2017? No, it should not have, but it did. And then it came back down to where it rightly should have been. Should Omi go to $1? No, it should not. It should not go to $1. It should go to 10 cents. it likely, with some FOMO and whatever, can reach 20, 25. Golden Goose, in my opinion, is like logically 35 to 50 cents max. But again, people don't care about market cap. Nobody's buying down here. That's why that crypto banter page is not covering. They're not covering because it's not exciting right now. Everyone and their sister will cover when it's exciting. You have people all the time trying to message me if I was like any of the Veve and Omi YouTubers. Hey, can you cover my project? Hey, can you cover my project? Every single day, because they know like the power of the Veve fam. They know the power of this community, and they're going to go anyone like Gasselcast. Do you think like Gasselcast are exceedingly smart people? They're going and they're saying, I guarantee, I don't know if they edit their videos, I'm sure they do, but I guarantee you they did a little bit of research on Veve before they mentioned us in their first video. Because there wasn't anything crazy in there. There wasn't like, oh, NFTs, oh, this is like a scam, this is like a cash grab. No, and they could very well feel that way. And they could be like, well, wait, we might, and they could have a conversation amongst themselves, be like, this seems like a scam, this seems like a cash grab, this seems like, like whatever. Or they could hate us. It's like, but there's a lot of people here, and there's a lot of potential to siphon off some people to come like listen to us. And they've gained like 2,000 subscribers over the last couple weeks because of the Veve fam. Now, obviously, they seem like relatively smart people, and they can gather, hey, maybe they did think Veve was a scam at first, or they did think, NFTs bad, whatever. And then they're going to say, well, listen, obviously they did their research and said, hey, something's here, and these people seem nice, and David Yu seems nice, and the Veve team reached out, and, I sense no danger. And, and I think these are the type of people that could most likely entertain an idea without accepting it, without telling us, well, okay, well, this is the idea that you're saying. Okay, well, let's test that out. Let's see what happens when we go and we dig. And they dig, and then they go and they find, okay, yeah, there's some a-holes over there, but there are some really awesome people as well. And again, that quote from Iro: if you look for look for the light, you can often find it. If you look for the dark, that's all you'll ever see. Super chat coming in from Bill Gardner saying, Randy just hit over 50,000 essence. Oh my God. I do not. I have like 41, 42,000 maybe. I think it's 41,000, but you good, Bill. Oh man, I'm so jealous. So heckin' jealous. I am jealous. Man, I'm super happy for you. But yeah, the reason I brought that up is because you're going to have people that are going to cover Veve that have no idea what Veve is. And I'm talking about like, oh yeah, Veve. Yeah, they're selling out stuff. They have like, all you need to do is just say the normal rhetoric of like, have this clickbait title. What is Veve? Is it a scam? And then suddenly you just have, well, Veve, actually, what they do is they have partnerships with Disney and Marvel. And it could just be the most generic freaking video in the entire world. Everyone and their sister are going to say the same exact thing, and you're going to have people just getting into it, and they're going to watch all of those videos of them saying the same thing, and they're going to do it because it's going to get views. And even the Veve fan will be like, oh, this channel's covering it. What are they saying? And they're going to do it because maybe they say something different, and most of them won't. But that's a way that Omi could get to $1, is by, it shouldn't, but as, those green candles, we get more green candles, it is possible it hits that and then comes back down. Now, I would love to become 100 millionaire in 2025 if this reaches $1. Will it? Likely not, no. Could it? Yes. Should it? No. Anyway, we gotta move back on here. Where was I? Gordon Baker says, noise, Harishas. I agree with Smarty Pants. Yeah. Or says it looks like Grumpy Cat might be the meme coin pump sooner. True. Smarty Pants says, Howard us, yeah, meme coins are simpler to gain momentum on two, being community driven. Plus, it's an ETH pairing, so when ETH pumps, it also doubly increases the market cap of Grumpy Cat Coin. And, it has an ETH pair right now where you could use ETH to buy it on, a bunch of places. But I think in the future, it's possible that maybe it gets more pairings. Like, for example, you could buy Omi with Floki on some random exchange. I don't know which one, but you're just going to have certain pairings like that are just going to come out of nowhere. And certain ones will be, oh, hey, this is planned. And certain ones will be like, wow, this place did it for whatever reason. They did. And, that'll be fun. But yeah, Grumpy Cat Coin this is going to be legit. This is going to be a good time. Moving on. Sandbox says, in a different project, someone bought multiple plots of land in a design shape of a swastika. I wonder how this would be handled. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That gets to a really interesting question. And so, listen, clearly, as a brown individual, I'm not a big fan of swastikas. Or, people racist against my own for any reason, but, you have a freedom of speech. And, as a military man, part of what I swore an oath to defend was the Constitution and the First Amendment. And, clearly any type of person that thinks their race is the best is, one, just wrong. And two, just, you don't want to be associated with that person really, or that group of people really, but, limiting what people can say, that is a very slippery slope. And I don't, should anyone show that? No, nobody should show that. And that's wrong. And people shouldn't do that. But it's like business. Like, let's say if there was a business out there, I don't know, name your business, Blender burritos. I don't know. Some place that they go and they say, hey, we're just going to not serve brown people. I don't think the government should shut that place down. I think that people in general should choose not to shop there and not buy food from there because they're racist and that's wrong and that's bad. But I don't think that should be the responsibility of the government. You don't want the government to have that power. Now, obviously, Veve's not the government. It is a private company. They can do what they want. So because they can do what they want, they probably, and again, because again, they're a private company, they probably should have that power to be like, hey, you're not doing that. This is our platform. You're not doing that. So that'll be my answer. So let me go and because that's a good question as well, Sandbox. We'll talk about that in the future. Gordon Baker says, wait till all the YouTubers start talking about Grumpy Cat Coin in the bull run. Top 3 meme coin goals. That's tens of billions in market cap. Yeah, what's that dude? Jake Gigon, I think. He'll probably be one of the ones. He might have already covered it. I don't even know. Oh, is Jake Gigon not, oh, okay, there he goes, okay. Jake is all in on XRP as of 56 minutes ago. Oh, I was retweeting Jordan Peterson, okay. Which meme coin will 1000x next? Probably at GrumpyCat Coin. People are still going about Mong, huh? Interesting. Mong Coin. I don't know, how are they doing? They got a decent amount of followers. Let's take a look. Mong Coin. Oh, they're up 31% today. 2 million in trading volume. Actually, it's not bad. It's actually trading. It has more trading volume than Omi. They're doing quite all right. They like doubled in 14 days. Oh, they're down over the month though. Well, they're doing really well on the 30-day. 30-day chart is up. 90-day chart is down. Max chart is way down. Doesn't really show a market cap though. No circulating supply. Like, it doesn't say what the circulating supply is. So probably not that. But we shall see. Anyway, I'm gonna message Jake. Okay. Shoot him a follow real quick. I'm gonna shoot him a message. Hey, friendo. Have you heard of @GrumpyCat Coin? And I'll see what we got. Moving on. Grumpy says some Jewish people will buy that land out at Sandbox. Yeah, and then they'll take it down. Says good evil voice, Randy. Thank you. I auditioned for something where I gave my evil voice. I can't do it now. It's a little late here, and I don't want to disturb my housemates. You know. Hansai says first appearance Randy's basement. That is not. I've actually had videos where I was on the bike and I was just talking to people, and I was like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" You know, doing squats, doing whatever. So yeah. Yoni Burger says my Door to Land says when was the last Veve App Store update? It was like over a month ago. They didn't want to do it before Comic-Con, but now they might do it. You know, they might yeah, it actually should be really soon, because again, they didn't want to do it like before Comic-Con or during Comic-Con, so that next app update might be soon. So we had our last 2-week up. Yeah, it's been a while. Potentially something big on the horizon. Eventually, but I don't think anything crazy big will be now. There's any updates on crypto as a payment option for Veve? Not for a while. Howard House says Omi has been listed on a new exchange called EX Markets. It's not a big exchange though. All right, well, let's do a Google. EX Markets. Oh my god, I just had a really sharp pain. Went from the left back to like the left side of my lower belly bladder. And I just had it again. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna just stretch. Oh, again, that's 3 times. Okay, should I don't know what to do. 4 times. Oh god. Okay. This position that I'm in right now. Nope, that's 5 times. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm just gonna go through it. And we're gonna 6. Okay. World's #1 crypto crowdfunding platform. Okay. Now let's see what stuff they have trading. And we're going to look. How do I search? Okay. No, I want to buy ETH. Can I search for Omi? Trades? No. Okay. Fundraising, launchpad. Right? No. All right. For investors. Trading. Not. How do I change the pairing? It won't let me 7. Ooh. Order book. Bitcoin. It won't let me change the pairings on these, on what to buy and what to sell. Can you send me a link on the... Okay, there we go. Okay. The USDT, and we will do this. OMG is on there. It's Gala. It won't let me start a Loca. I don't know what Loca is. Shia. Oh my god. OVR, Opti, Alice. There are so many freaking cryptos. What is Senate? I don't even know what that is. STE. I am not seeing Omi on here. Oh, I do see it. Omi. All right, so Omi. What the fudge? Why does it say Omi? Omi trading at 0014? Well, on e-markets, Omi is trading at 0014. So that's interesting. Yeah, it's a super small exchange. What is the volume on this? And people are buying? No freaking way. There's literally a little. Okay. Yeah, that is wild. Yeah, it's 00147 to buy in. Oh my god, that is heckin' wild. Anyway, Mrs. J Kill, hi. Thank you for the hearts. Let's see what the Phillies game is at for you. Oh, 2-1 Phillies! 2-1 Phillies! Go Phillies, go. Spider Pan says, yep, we got some really heavy millionaire wallets balls deep in the GrumpyCat Coin. Veterans from past projects, we know what we're doing. Yeah, we do. Look, guys, I've been stacking MC1s, commons every time they dip below $30. Can't believe they're this cheap. Love this game. Spider-Pants says, at Bill Gardner, MC1's under $30 is criminal. Thank you, Bill Gardner, for the $10 super chat. Randy, who just hit over 50,000 essence. Oh, I'm so jelly. Bill Gardner says, at Smarty Pants, right? Hi, Crowner. Thanks for the hearts. Harris says MC1 common was at 700 gems at the peak. Jesus, man. So much. Bill Gardner says, remember when MC1s were like close to 1,000? Every time I buy one of these, like there's another 1,000 long term. There's another 1,000. Harris says, all these newer drops with 10K and lower editions definitely affected MC1. It did. Bill Gardner says, that's right. It was like 700-ish bucks, and Spider-Man 1 was like 100-ish. But says, sold my Spider-Man 1 ultra rare comic for like 1,100. Damn, the good old days. Harris says, yep, missed those days. Sold my damn fat fingers. Same. Then to say, I sold my ultra rare MC1 at 2K. Okay, gotcha. Bogard says, we will see those days again. Bull run, definitely. Harris says, you probably have acidity, Randy, nothing else. I mean, that's possible, but this was a pain. This was like a muscle pain. This wasn't an acid pain that I had with the coughing. Maybe that's it. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, Marvel is doing this thing with Magic the Gathering. I don't think that has anything to do with Veve, but you know, we'll see. We shall see. Yeah. Mugar says, I know there's 60K of them, but that MC1 comic is probably my favorite on the app. I just love the nostalgia and the colors of the common. Yeah, MC1 is definitely the number 2 comic on the app. I do think Amazing Fantasy 15 is number 1, but MC1 is a close second. Harris says, the majority of my MC1 buys were below 10 gems. Oh my god, still holding about 20. That's nuts. Mokolite says, work on your core when you exercise. I do. Bogar says, we got to get some big boy comics soon. I didn't realize how that comic was one of Stan's biggest distributed comics. Maybe we should. Mo Collection says Bitcoin is up to 36K. Is going to 36K. No, it's not. Is it really? I am shook at that news. Let's see. Now 34.3. It was at 35 yesterday, I believe. At one point. Yeah, it reached 35. It reached like 35.2 yesterday for a little bit. And then, you know, it's been down. I mean, obviously it still wants to go up, but, you know, see what happens. Maybe 40K by the end of the week. Who knows? Oh, that's it. All right, cool. That's the show. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashie. Bye-bye, Dashie. I love you guys. Thank you, Bill, for the super chat. I love you guys. Meow, 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 Randy.